Alright guys, what up? It's day number 9 now, and it's like 4 a.m. I'm just going to talk about, uh, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about yet. I guess this is going to be one of those where I just kind of go into the video and we'll see where it ends up. I feel like that's always kind of a challenge and that's always kind of fun to do. So, what direction should we take it in? I guess we can talk about is kind of relevant insomnia. Um, I have a weird kind of insomnia. I'm tired a lot, and when I do finally fall asleep, if it's a day where I don't have a lot of commitments and I don't have a lot of things that are going on, I could sleep for like 24 hours. But there's a lot of days where I'll sleep for maybe 2 hours and I'll be up the next 2 straight days. Um, and part of that is because I do a lot of things, depending on work, and I do a lot of things at my apartment here. Um, but I'm just such an active person, and there's just so much energy within me that um, kind of falling asleep sometimes feels like it's impossible. I remember one time, me and one of my friends were kind of known for never really being asleep, and my friend got um, his truck in the winter was like in a ditch at like and 4 a.m. He calls me on the first ring I pick up, and I just started laughing because I was just like, of course he knows to call me, right, to get some help, because who else can you call at 4 a.m. and just be like, oh, this person's probably going to answer, right? There's not too many people out there. But it's just something I started, and it started because my junior year, summer going into senior year, I was training to be in the Navy. This is the shirt I got when I went to sign up for the Navy. And that's going to be a whole nother story. That's kind of happy I just thought of that, because it'll probably be tomorrow's video. And that's, yeah, there's some stories behind there. But one of the things I wanted to do was special ops. And I know they had this sleep deprivation training. Oh my goodness, this is bright. Um, Sleep deprivation training. So what I would do is I would, for like 3 months maybe, like it was pretty much the whole summer, I would try to go 2 days without sleep, and then that third day I would try to get only like 5 hours of sleep and then do it again. And each time I'd be running, I'd be at night, I'd be reading or watching videos about the Navy or whatever. Um, it was just, I fully committed to that, and it's something that kind of transcended into, it's not really a habit, I don't really think you can categorize it as that, but it's become kind of a normal thing for me. Like, I just don't sleep that much. There was a day where I did actually sleep like 24 hours, and if you want to talk about wasting a day and waking up confused, that was awful. Thinking you're waking up on Wednesday and realizing you actually missed an entire day, that's pretty nutty. Um, that's just, I don't recommend you do that. Like, there's a lot of things where in life, even if it's a mistake, be like, you should try to live through that at least once, or just know that feeling. That I wouldn't, because that really is, you wasted, if you think about it, the entire day. That's pretty crazy. Um, I was just more kind of baffled that my parents didn't wake me up and be like, "Hey, get your ass out of bed." But maybe they were busy or something. I don't know. But sleeping through an entire day, and the weirdest part though was because I woke up and I realized it was the next day, but it was at night, so I just went back to bed. So it turned from like 24 hours to probably like 32 straight hours of like sleeping. And it's weird that after 24 hours of sleeping, I could go right back to bed. But yeah, I don't sleep that much anymore. Like I said, I'm doing this at 3:20. So by the time this is up, it's going to be like 4 o'clock. I work at 9, so I have to be technically up by 8, but I probably won't even go to bed till like 7. So I'll get like an hour nap, and then I'll go do my work. And then as soon as I get home from work, jump on the computer or whatever I have to do. But I just don't sleep that much. Um, Sometimes it affects me, but it, I, it barely ever hinders me. Um, and sometimes that's due to, I used to drink a lot of energy drinks. I used to drink stuff called, from Advocare, it was called Spark. My wrestling coach kind of sponsored them. And this gas station where I live by actually sells like 4 pack of Monsters for like, it's like only $5. So that's a deal. I like, if I could pick anything, it'd be Red Bull, but Red Bull is just so expensive that buying like 7 a week, and only like those small like 6 ounces or 8 ounce cans or whatever, those are expensive. And I don't have money, like enough money for that yet, but I don't really need it. I have so much energy built up within me that sleeping really isn't that important to me right now. That's also why I want to find out what my passion is, because I know like once I find it, I'm gonna have such an advantage over everybody else because I'll have like 20 hours to train, right, or 20 hours to do whatever it is. But you know, there's that, and that's kind of the direction this video took, was kind of talk about sleep deprivation. Kind of a weird video, whatever. What else? There's gotta be, trying to get one more topic in before I end the video. I kind of feel like talking. Um, let's see. I guess I'll just talk about this. Why not? If you haven't read this book, it's called Looking for Alaska. It's by John Green. I read this book. I read this book like 3 days before I did the Texas trip, which I believe I talked about in day 2. Maybe it was day 1. I can't remember anymore. But I read this. I read the entire book. Half the book I was just in Barnes & Noble just reading. And then I went home and read the rest. But this book is a super good book. I definitely recommend it to, mostly I think the category of people that should read it are like teenagers, people still in high school, college, just younger people. I mean, it's for everybody, but I think the younger crowd will enjoy it more and kind of not judge it as much, because there's some things on there that are kind of iffy. But I think it's a really good book. And there's just a lot of things that the book talks about that are very relevant to people of our age, even though there's not, this was a time before like cell phones and all that. I think there actually was cell phones. I can't remember if they ever talk about it. Maybe actually, maybe not. But it's just relevant with how teenagers live and things like that. So it's a very good book. I definitely recommend it to people. And again, like I said, I'm not the biggest reader, unless it interests me. And I'm pretty picky with what I read. And not everyone's going to agree with what I read. That's fine. I understand that. But I think Looking for Alaska, definitely a good read. Let me talk about one more thing. I just really feel like talking right now. The only problem with, I have no problems putting a big video online, like a 20-minute video. The only problem is my phone, first of all, is absolute trash. I mean, the thing will die at 70%. And then my computer, it's like $1,000 computer. I'm gonna definitely switch it up later. But the thing is, it has such a hard time downloading the video from my phone onto the computer. It takes like an hour if it's just like a 10-minute video. So if I'm doing like a 20-minute video, I don't even know if it'll download. And I'm probably already over like 10 minutes. I have no idea about time. I've been talking and I just kind of want to talk today. So I guess we'll try it out. Who knows? Whatever. What else? All right, let's get one more topic in and then we'll probably end the video. Let's see. What is this? Financial stuff. It's not much. Just trying to look around at stuff. Man, This kind of sucks. There's like gonna be like a 4-minute pause in between the video. Maybe I will just end it there then. Interesting. All right. Well. Oh, here's something. Sorry for the pause. I hope if anyone actually does end up watching this video, because I know I'm getting a whole staggering 0 views, but something I expect already. But if you do end up watching this video, I'm sorry for the pause. But if you have any ideas or you have quotes that inspire you, and again, inspiration isn't the biggest thing. I'm not that big on it. I like inspiration, but it only lasts so long. What it will last longer is with sticky notes. So a lot of things all throughout my apartment. One day I might take you around. Again, I don't have the greatest camera. I'm just using my phone. But writing down quotes. I like to write down the days. The last time I wrote was April 20th, 420. That was the last thing I wrote for, at least on my wall. I have like 7 up here. Something like some of the most basics, like enjoy the small things. April 10th, I said, friends keep you going long after you should have quit. I think that's very true. April 6th, knowing weakness is just as important as knowing self-worth. It's true. April 20th, life is not out to get you, it's out to test you. Good quote. April 5th, this is something Jim Carrey said. If you fail, you can fail at something you don't like, so you might as well do what you want to. Not the exact quote, but I like to not exact quote people. I like to try to say it in my own words. The actions of the few will affect the many. That's something in the Navy that they say, particularly the Navy SEALs. Something I kind of want to get tattooed, maybe here, maybe here. I don't know, I had a big thing about getting a tattoo around my birthday, which was back in January. Never happened. Other reasons. I will get it at some time. And then the last one, purpose not yet found is potential not yet seen. That's something I said, and I like that quote. That was April 5th. But I think if you have an idea, you should always try to write it down. Even if it's just a small idea, like, or maybe not an idea at all, like, get milk. Put it on your fridge. I mean, notes like this will help you so much in life, it's not even funny. And I just feel like it's important. And, I mean, go on Amazon and get these for like $5 and get a bunch of them. A bunch of fun colors. I just got all the normal colors. I got like purple, blue, pink, red, green, things like that. My phone's actually sitting on top of 2 notepads, so it's higher up. But, yeah, that's going to be day number 9. This is a pretty long video, mostly because there's like a 4-minute section where I didn't even talk, so enjoy that. Yeah, just thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your morning if you're watching this when I upload it. I doubt it, but hey, you know, you never know. Anyways,